welcome to the reading room. It's Sylvie here. Today we're going to do a pick card reading on who is feeling jealous. So I'll let you pick. Take your time. Pause that video if you need to. So group number one. Let's see what's going on. Well, the question is, who's feeling jealous right now and why? Well, it seems like there's someone feeling jealous, and it's funny because I don't usually pick up. It feels like it's a young man, or if it's not a young man, then no, I pick up there's a young man that's pretty jealous, and that's for some because I know there's also other person. I mean, but I'm specifically picking up a young man. He's pretty pouty and pretty. I'm not happy with this. And why? Because he's not as good as you are. That's what I'm picking up. And then for some, there's going to be, it could be a female or a male for sure. The person is definitely in the same boat. They don't feel like they feel like they have what it takes. It's just not enough. They're not as skilled as you or as good as you, or for some reason you have something that they can't obtain yet, or they will, but they're just not there yet. They are very knowledgeable. They did a lot of learnings. They studied and they went and found out their information, and they're taking it that they can do it, and they also waiting for their opportunities, and like things are like they're just not and they're ready to go do their work, and they're quite strong and quite passionate about what they want and everything, and yeah, so they're very proud, and they have a lot of pride, and their ego's big, and they see themselves as more powerful or greater, or like in a better way of being, or they can succeed or do better than you. They see that they think they're way better than you for some reason, and yeah, but they're showing that how good they are, and they're bragging or talking about their opportunities that they have. Because you can create whatever you want. You can create whatever you want, and you're generous, and you have people give to you, you give to them, and you're very good. You take your time, and you watch how things are to be done, and so you guys are about the same level of education or skills, or so to me that this is either I get for some that it's college or university, and others I get that it's a fresh job or a new job. It could be a new skill. It could be just something that you've learned and it's brand new, and you're succeeding in it, or so it has to do with either, yeah, both at the same level, but yet you've succeeded more so far, and they're behind you in some way, because they don't know how to get going, or how to start, or how to get there. I mean, they have everything they need, same as you, and they feel that they're better than you, and so they feel like they didn't have the opportunity that you had, yet you just walk through life and have everything given to you in some way. The thing is, you didn't ask for this. It just came to you. You didn't. It's not like you asked and said, "Oh, or you've been, or it's your wish to do this, or or that's all your almighty dream." It's theirs, not yours, and you're just doing it. It's because you can do it. It's something that was offered to you, or it came to you in an easier way, and yet they're struggling. They're struggling with it, and they're struggling with it, and they're really like not happy about it. You don't even think about what you want. It's just given to you. Everything just kind of comes, and here you are. Like, you get, this is what I want. This is what you get. This is how it is. This is how It's almost like you're connected with, you have ties, or you know people, or you're attached to them in some way, and you get your wish without putting in any ideas. You just hand it to. That's what the person's feeling. Doesn't mean that this is your actual reality. It just means that that's how the person is seeing you, why the person is jealous of you. And they're jealous of you because they seem to have everything is given to you in an easy way without you putting much thought and effort into it, and you just go and you get all what you want. But but you know how things work, and you're very skilled. That's the difference between you and them, is that you're very skilled and you know how to go about it, and so you make it look easy. And they're jealous of that. They're jealous of the fact that you just go through life like for them, that you're just so this is that you're just going through life like everything's given to you, and you're just creating what you want, and everything's easy, and you know, like, and they studied hard, and they've been waiting for opportunities, and you know, having to fight for everything they get, and they just feel better than you. And that was a little repeat of what I said, but so now you know why they're jealous of you, and it's someone that's it's someone on your level, someone that's doing the same job as you. It's either a coworker, like I said, or someone at school or college, or someone that's in the same field as you, but yet you took something on that was a new branch. You branched off, you specialized, you know, so you picking up stuff, but just by observing and being there, and it's given to you. But you are skilled. So they just not seeing that. So I'm just going to pull a message for you and see what else, what is there. Oh, this is the whoa. Yeah, so this is the wisdom of the Divination Oracle, I believe. Yeah. Let me see. Whoa. There's your card. Just once I pop out. Oh, goodness. Never-ending story. Oh, well. So you've been through this with them already. They're not brand new. You've been with them. You've heard this, or this experience has happened to you before. It's like you're always in that situation, and you know it's because you're a doer, and you take on more tasks, and also a team worker. But you work hard and you think about yourself, for sure. You put yourself first, of course, you do. But you keep your emotions intact. It's not like you put yourself out there emotionally wise. You keep all that to yourself, so they don't see that. Yeah. But you know, things are good. You succeed. It's like I get that it's hard for you, and you put in a lot of work and effort, and you go get the help you need, and sometimes you're like holding yourself and thinking, why? Oh, like, how should I go about it? Or I'm so tired, or you know, or I need a rest. It never stops. Like, you feel that way. So you do put in the hard work, you know, and you do you see, you are skilled, and you know how it works, and you know how to do it, and they just don't see that, or you're dealing with the same person or the same situation over and over again, you know, and it's going to be ongoing. It doesn't stop there. So it's just because you're good. That's all there is to it. You're very skilled, and whatever they're jealous about is you're like their competition. Number 2, let's see what you have. So the question is, who's jealous of you and why? Who's jealous of you right now, right this minute, like not later or past, not in the past either, just like right at that moment, at this moment. Well, It looks like your better half, or your partner, somebody who's doing having what you want, and they're in the same wave, they're the same path, they are you're equal. So for some reason, I almost feel like also I feel like there's a twin there. So if you're a twin, your twin is having a hard time. Yeah, so let's see. Well, they're always starting new. They're always trying new things. They're always wishing for stuff and making things happen. But things are hard for them. They're always hard. They're always like working harder. They almost like they're always fighting for what they want. They're always fighting for the position. They're always fighting to be better. They're always fighting. And yet they create lots, or they wish lots. They're always wishing, but they hear things, eh? They always like almost like, I want to say that someone gossips about you to them, or that they pick up on what you're thinking and feeling. They're wishing, but yet there's always something interrupting their wishes, or coming to them with, they're getting this, and you receive that, and they're getting this. So it's always like you're one up on them. You're always like doing one thing better, and they want a new start, or break away from you, or have something of their own. They're tired of always being your shadow. So this person is very close to you, and they're very supportive of you, and I almost want to say that they really care about you. They could even love you, but you're both separate. You're both having different ways of being, even though you're put in the same package. You're put in the same situation. You're put in the same line of sight, or like you both are having like the people are looking at you and thinking, oh, you guys are so good, you guys it's like you're almost in together. Like, so it's either, like I say, your partner, or your twin, or your best friend, or someone that you work closely with, or I don't know, you're attached in some way, so they're jealous of you. Doesn't mean they don't love you. It's just that one of you is very a doer, more so than the other. The other one's more, they see things as they are, and they're very more realistic, I guess, and they see things. But when it comes to you two, things get bundled up and into one. That's what I get. Wow, things aren't good. They're not the way they're supposed to be, and they're not the way they should be thought of, and you even know that. It bothers you too. It bothers you that they think that way, or that people think a certain way about you, and instead of taking, like, you just go in and you just do. And you work hard at what you are trying to accomplish. So whatever you have, or however you're being, doesn't necessarily mean that you're working on an object or a project, or actual work. It could be just on yourself working, or working to be a certain type of person. But you're almost self-complete, like, on who you want. You're still growing and still learning. So if it's for yourself, or if it's someone else, like a job, or trying to do a project, because I do pick up those things, or you're working on yourself. So I am picking up quite a bit of different scenarios here for this pile, but for this group. But the main thing is that it's the one that's the closest to you that is jealous. The one that, not the I want to say closest, but I mean the closest to you that is actually you're always with. So it's either, like I say, it's either your partner in something. It's a partner in business, partner in love, partner in project, but partner in some way. Besties, best friends, that type. You're not really a partner, but yet you are close, very close, like partners. So, and nothing's been done about it. Like, it's not like people have been, or you've been working on it to make it this way. I mean, it's nothing that no one's really doing it on purpose, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no purpose, like on purpose. And, you know, no one's went out of their way to create this. It's not like they planned it or they thought, oh, I'm going to do this to this person. No, none of this. It just happens, you know, and you guys have a good time together. You guys are always around each other, always feeling great. You know, it's just that they're just jealous because they're not you. They have something about you that they wish they could have or do. Things don't come as easy to them, they think. Or they're jealous of you because people put them as you. Like, they're always saying, oh, you and such a person are so similar, or you do the same as this person, or if you guys are on, you do the same. You know, they're not their individual person, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They want to have their own thing, be their own person. They're not copying you. Nothing's done on purpose. If they're doing the same, or following you in the same way, or dressing the same way, or talking the same way, it's who they are anyway. Whether they'd been with you or not met you, they would have been that way. And that's what bugs them, and that's why they're jealous of you, is because you have the ownership of who you are, but they don't seem to have it of them. So it's pretty like, it's pretty deep. They always want new. They want a new direction, new way. So they're always feeling if they could only do something new or be a different way, and they're quite dreaming and being like they dream of this being themselves, and they romanticize, like, oh no, that's not what I want to say. They want to be like they create their idea of who they are in their mind, and that's who they would like to be. They're quite ready to have this new idea or new way of acting. They really want to break, so they're going to be almost like rebel, like away from you. And you too, you need to get away from them and be yourself too. You also feel like you need some space between each other, and if you had the space, you could balance yourself. You could have more of a complete way of being for yourself and for them. And you see it too, actually. You understand what I'm talking about, because and you will do it. You will make it out that way. It will happen that you're going to find a happy medium for both of you. Yeah, the support is coming in. It's just not there yet, but the support's coming in, and it's going to clear up this way of being, because you guys have been like that for a very long time, and it's not good and healthy for either one of you, really. You both need to be your individual person and not have your relationship break up. You know, you can be yourselves. So this person's going to try hard to be themselves, and but that's why they're jealous of you at the moment. They're having this little jealousy thing, is because people are always comparing them to you, and they lost their selves into you. Like, you know, like, I'm this person, but everybody sees me as copying you, and that's, you know, and then that makes them envy you or be jealous of you in some way. But like I said, nobody did this on purpose. There wasn't a malice. Like, it wasn't intentional. It's just because you guys are so together all the time that's how people put you. And for some reason, like, you're more a doer, more people take to you more because the other person is more realistic. They see things a certain way, more strict, more, you know, so they take more to your personality than theirs in a way. Easier to see you. Okay, a message for you. Okay. By the book. 1-1. See, there you are again. You're both there. 1-1 by the book. You guys are like follow each other. You guys do everything together. you're both together, but yet you're two separate. But yet, when you together, you become two. So you complete each other. So it's not like it's a bad thing. You guys complete each other. You know, it's like your relationship is really, really good. It's what other people put into it. It's not really what you guys put into each other, and the other person kind of feels it. So, but that's going to work out. It says it's going to work out. You're going to figure it out and work it out and do a good job. But that's how it is right now. And it's going to be like that for a while. Like, I mean, I see that going on for a long time, actually. You know, it's, yeah, that's how it is. It's going to go through generation to generation. That's how I feel. Like, it's just, you guys are together for a long time. Friendship is strong. So here, what do we have? So things here, somebody's holding back. They're holding back. They're not showing what they have. And you know, they've been putting things out there, and some of it's been pretty strong, pretty straightforward. It's not like they're lying. They're very, like, they're telling us, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that, or this is not what's quite what I'm quite happy about. But they're holding back. They're not saying everything. Yeah, they're trying to play stuff, and they're trying to do a good job, and that's what they're trying to show. They're trying to put out there that they're doing a good job, and they got everything together, under control, and they're supportive, I guess. They don't put drama out there. They hold everything together, and meanwhile they're trying to figure out their stuff, figure out how they can handle all this stuff. So they're jealous of you. Why? I don't know. They're mad at you, like a jealous type of mad right now. Or they have an issue with you, but we'll figure out more. But they're working on fixing it. Like, they're trying to work it out. Yeah, they're really trying to work it out. They're having issues though, but it's like you even yourself, you're trying to work it out. You see it. You've been trying to really hard to do what you need to do, your part in it. You're trying really hard to figure it out, or have all kinds of different ways of acting, creating. I just need more water. Be right back. Okay, so there's a way of doing things, and you're trying to show it that, hey, this is how we should be doing it. So again, they're jealous of the fact that you have an idea or a concept that you're actually putting into place and actually doing it, while they're trying to figure it out still. So seems like you have some things to go. You know, it's not like it's not like you're trying to do it on purpose, or trying to you're not putting any judgment, or you're not like thinking ahead and saying, well, you're not putting any pressure on this person. You're not doing anything wrong with this person. You're not even telling them, hey, look at that, you can do this too, or you're far behind me, or you're not doing as good as me. You're not saying any of that. You're actually quite happy with what's going on, and you're quite expressive, and you're open, and you're like, yeah, we can do this, or this is being done. You're ready to watch what they're doing, or include them, or yeah, there's definitely some teamwork to meet halfway. Like, yeah, the emotions are quite high. You know, gotta work on those emotions. Yeah, you gotta work on those emotions. They're too heavy, and they're bringing on um, extra work, because you gotta think about what they're feeling, and yeah, think about what they're feeling and how to handle them, and you have your own stuff to handle. So this person is jealous of you, but I don't really. It's more like, I want to say they're jealous of you, but they're more like in almost like they're mad at you, but they're mad at you because you're too good. That you didn't. There's nothing that you've done to them directly. It's just that you're too good, and they don't want to share everything with you, because they would like to do better, and they feel that if they give you everything, that you're just going to do really, really good, and you're leaving them behind. Oh my goodness, I just got it. They're jealous of you because you're leaving them behind, and they're falling behind. And so whatever you're doing, however your life is going, it's moving faster, and you're getting somewheres, and they're not, and that's why they're jealous of you. So this is a person that's in your surroundings, that's in your life. This is a person that's either at your workplace, or they're again, I feel like somebody is studying, or they're just in your household. They're part of your family. They're your siblings, or they're related to you in some way. It could be a cousin, but it's definitely someone who's compared to you, and they try to save face by always looking good, and holding their emotions together, and they show only good stuff, how good, and they support you, and they always talk good about you. Meanwhile, they're trying to work on their stuff and trying to better what they got to do, but they're being left behind, and that's why they're upset. And you seem to just manage everything, like you manage everything you're given, and you hold yourself together, and you just seem to take more and more on, and do more and more and more. And meanwhile, all their stuff's falling apart. Some things are holding on straight. They're sturdy, but like, it took a lot of effort to get there. It took a lot of effort to work. Some things don't work, so they don't have it together like you, and it makes them quite upset, and they get upset at you because they're being left behind. So let's have a message for you. This is my first time reading with these cards, and I must say that I really enjoy them. They're clear, and they really say what they got to say. Okay, let's pick a message. Thinker. Yeah. Well, yeah, you both are thinking too much. You both are thinking too much about this. And so, definitely way too much thinking. Like, they need to handle their stuff. You need to handle your stuff. Yeah, you can share. You need to know when to share with them, or because you need to keep going on yourself. You're going to think about yourself. Yes, think about them too, but mostly think about yourself. But don't overthink it, because you're both overthinking, and it's just too much. That's going to be draining. So take care of yourself, and think about them and help them out when you can, but think about yourself first, and you both are going to do good anyway. So it's not like they're going to be left behind for long. They're going to pick up and do good themselves, and that's what I pick up. Number 4. So what's going on? We got things to think about. Things need to be understood. Things need to be understood. One's a doer, one's a thinker, and one is not understanding something. They're having a hard time. They're trying to wrap their head around it. They're trying to understand your logic. They're mad at you, or they're jealous because you have a way of thinking, or maybe they feel it's unfair or it's hurtful, or you're damaging something of theirs, or you're going to make them not be able to succeed, or you're going to block their way from succeeding. So you're doing something that this person is not really completely happy with, but they're trying to wrap their brain around it. You're just too busy studying and learning and figuring it out, and trying to understand certain things, and you're deep into it, and you're also reflecting on what you know and your knowledge, and how and what, and you're getting your wish, and you're very strong and patient and calm, and so you're just doing your business. You have things to do. You have no time to fight. You have no time for it, and you have no time to actually be social or enjoy anyone else at the moment. You have to study hard. That's what I'm getting. So, and they're very jealous. They're wishing that they could. I almost say they want to give it back to you, or make you pay for it, or they're so taken up by their jealousy that and you know it, and you feel it. You know this person's jealous of you, and no matter what you do, you can't fix it. It's almost like you try, and you seem to have a way about you that no matter you try, once you get more having a lot of thoughts. For some, you have a way of being with them that you feel like you're making progress, and you feel like you're doing good with them, and you see the potential of this being resolved. So some of you are close to that. Others are sitting there thinking, what the frig, what can I do? And then you try to do something, and they may meet you halfway. They may say, okay, I support you, or okay, I'm understanding, or okay, I'll try to understand. So anyway, you're trying to work out, trying to figure it out, but it's only a very small tip. It's not like you're not getting there quite a bit. And I don't know if you were following me during the shuffle. This deck was just flying and had more cards it wanted to pull out, and I told you I would pull it out at the end when I'm reading to see if they needed more, and it does need more, and the story's not complete. So let's see what else they have to say. So the understanding of how things are is really hard, it's a lot of effort to put into this. I mean, you really have to, let me see, let me pull out another one. Yeah, okay, there's two more. So they're so jealous of you that they're having a hard time seeing straight, and they do things to you that is hurtful, or that they try to manipulate you, or sabotage you, or try to talk bad about you, or try to get you to do other things. Anyway, there's different reasons and different ways those people are being towards you, and it's not because they feel that it's your fault. It's your fault. You did something to them that stopped them from succeeding, and they were doing good till you happened to come along with the way you were thinking. You just were figuring out your own business and what you needed to do, and you have an understanding of what you need to do, and it's hard work. So you're just too busy. You're working hard, and you're not even thinking about them, right? And you're going to be successful anyway, and that's what you needed to do to have your dream, to picture your dream. You needed to succeed. You needed to do your stuff. And at the end of it all done and said, you're both going to be together at the end of it anyway, and both going to be successful. So this is not, I guess what I'm getting is not, it's temporary. It's not forever. It's something that happened, a moment or an action of something, and right now it's fresh, and it's in the state of being really jealous of you and not being able to control their jealousy. But that will pass, and when it passes, They'll have an understanding of all the hard work that was put in and what needs to be done, and this will be repaired. They'll come back to home. So when I almost like, for some it could be someone that you love that needs to go away, needs to go do their own thing, and they're having a hard time because you've decided that it was time for them to go and go do their stuff, and you had enough because you have your own things to do, and you decide to stop helping them. You decide to tell them that they're on their own, they need to go do what they got to do, and they really having a hard time wrapping their brain around it. They feel like, what the frig did you just do? Because you're too busy. You don't have time for that. You don't have time for their foolishness. You don't have time to go out with them. You don't have time to pay attention to them. And that's what they want from you. And they're really like beside themselves. And then they get jealous of you because you have what it takes, or you're doing what it takes. And they're not. But because of your action, whatever you did, because of what you thought or what you said or how you reacted to a certain situation, they're going to become a better person themselves, because they're going to pick themselves up and they're going to do what they got to do, and instead of you always doing for them. So that's what I'm picking up. So I'm going to I'll pick a card and a message for you to see what's going on. Oh, peace. Find peace. Find peace. Take it. Just put them out of your head. Put them in a different spot. Think of them when you want, but put them away, and put them in a safe place. They're not to be hurt. No, I'm kidding. Put them in a safe place. Because they're like in a fragile state. So the less you say, just send them good thoughts and good thinking. I mean, good words, and just walk away and go do what you got to do and leave them behind, and just let them know that you care about them and you think about them and you'll be around later, and give them the best wishes and stuff like that, and you walk away and let them in their fragile state and what they're doing, because that's what they need, their own life lesson. And you go work hard, and you guys will be together later, and you guys will balance out and have a lot of fun and be social later. But for right now, do what you got to do and never mind about them. So our last pile, group number 5. Well, things are happening. Someone's thinking. You're thinking. You're full of emotions. You're happy. You have some way of feeling that seems to be like something's happening. Your intuition is flying. That's what I get. You're having some thoughts. You know something's coming in. You know something's happening. Something's happened and you feel it. They also know stuff. They know stuff, and boys, oh boys, they're not shy in expressing what they know either. They know. Like, don't think they don't know. They know. Oh my goodness, do they ever know? People just gossip to them all the time. Tell them everything. Like, you have no secrets. I mean, whatever you're doing or whatever you're thinking about, the other person, that they know a lot about you, and they're being told all the time, and constantly being watched, and they're not even doing anything. The people are just coming to them. So a lot of gossipers around you, a lot of tellers, and so anyway, you got the idea anyway, and you gotta get going on what you're thinking. You're just gonna have to go do it, and that's that. So you gotta take action. You gotta figure it out. You know it, and you gotta act on it. Yeah, it's quite a ways to go, but you gotta rethink too. So it's like you constantly have to fight them off. That's what I get. You constantly have to tell them to back off, and then you go on your own for a while. You gotta take a breath of fresh air. You gotta retreat. You gotta reflect. You gotta think about stuff. There's so much to handle. And they're always in your life. They're always in your business, and people seem to feed them. There's not two ways to look at this. There's not two decisions. There's nothing to think about, nothing to decide about. Things are just the way they are. Nothing, nothing to do about it. There's nothing to do about it. It's going to fix itself. So you got nothing to do about it. So this person can be jealous about you all they want. And they can be jealous about it. You have nothing to do about it. Like, you really, like, you're constantly fighting them off, and you're constantly going out and thinking, frag, like, what's going on? What do I need to do? And the thing is, you really should do nothing. Just embrace them. Say, oh, you're doing good. Just ignore the fact that there's gossip being brought to them, because, it's not just them. It's the people that bring the gossip to them, and then they react on what they're told. And if the person, there's a bad weed in this scenario. So the person that's being jealous about you is being fed. And I mean, yes, of course, they shouldn't listen, blah blah blah. But they are being fed. And so if it flusters, it grows, it gets blown out of proportion. They react, and then you react back. You're saying it's like, okay, But in reality, it's quite stressful to deal with them, and it will always be stressful, and you got to hold back all the time. You can't just express yourself or do what you want to do because they're there. But you have to look at what you want. Put all that stuff behind you, and really go with what you want to do, because they're affecting your life. There's somebody that's jealous of you right now, and the reason they're jealous of you is because they're being fed bunch of gossip, and bad information. Somebody's meddling into your relationship, or friendship, whatever they're doing. They're meddling into it, making things seem worse or bad, and then they're like always having no problem expressing it, hey, and then you fight back. So that's why they're jealous of you, is because they're too busy listening to others, and they're too busy fighting with you. In reality, you guys should just never mind about each other, and just put it away. Like, don't even discuss it. Like, just enjoy each other's company, and not this gossip that's going around, because it's really stressful. Whoa, I got oh, sorry, I want to pull more cards. Yeah, they gotta stop. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's definitely you guys have to put it out there. Yes, actually put everything out there. Like, you gotta say, hey, this is what it is, and for once put it out the way it is. Don't, because you're holding yourself back all the time, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So just state what you gotta do. That's what I'm getting. State what you gotta do. Put it out there. Kick it around. Put that idea out there. Work it out. That's what it says. Work it out. So I don't get that necessarily you have to work it out with it's like you got to work it out with whoever's gossiping. It's not so much, it's all is like the whole crowd, like whoever's involved. Like, it has to be almost like you have to get together and discuss what's going on. Like, put it out there, because it's a bunch of hurt emotions or a bunch of emotions being put out there, and someone's feeding someone, and the bad weed needs to be talked to, and not just that person. That jealousy really doesn't stop because of the gossip. The gossip is what needs to be stamped out. So you need to talk to the person who's gossiping and them, confront them all at once. That'll stop it. Because it's quite stressful, and holding back everything is not healthy for you. You gotta like look at what you want and sit down and think about what you want, or go for what you want, and you'll succeed. So you gotta leave them behind. You gotta leave their foolishness behind, and just tell them, oh, I'm happy for you, and move on, and then just go do your stuff. So they're just, yeah, that's what it is. I'm going to pull out a message for you and see what's going on. Oh, that came out flying just as gentle as could be, the yang. The yang. So it's time for action. It's time to do your stuff. It's time to put the light on everything. It's time to speak and put the truth out there. Put the what is what. Think about yourself. Say what you got to say. Put your wishes out there. It's time. Yeah. It's exactly what I was saying here. It just confirms what I was saying, so yeah, you got to talk it out with that group so things can be better for you.